Alright guys, hello, and today I'm gonna teach you guys how to beat fatal error if you're struggling how to beat solo layers. So let me just get in real quick. I actually have experience. I have Groom. He's off right now, so I'm gonna teach you how to beat fatal error solo. So the items you'll need will be Dust Trident, Rib Cage, and Banana Gun, and that's it. When we spawn fatal error. What I recommend to do is that you go backwards and circle it to the blast. Not confident with the banana gun, then the blast will also work. You can use the banana gun for better results. Depending on that kill. The rib cage is because it gives you like an insane stat boost when you're about to die. You can have on so this is the wire pattern. The guards go sideways or in a circle. Guards go up. Never go in a straight line. Try with an airstrike to get a bit more momentum. These are for your kids and I'm not the best at aiming, the armor's pretty good since it is the best armor you'll have for now. After you do like you really want to, you can switch back. So you can do the boss is actually of these things. You have the high damage, you crash damage, and basically spend it using your damage. But you don't really spawn on it. Armor helps me a lot more damage. If the other way to survive, then it can actually help me a lot. Spawn it and put them to trap. Try leaving. So you don't stuff like that. If you lose the way, then you can't start. If you can land an entire respawn blaster, then it can do nearly 2 damage. crash again, you can do what or you can do what stream buster into crash, because when you do crash you can't do blasting. Another reason why I don't recommend you don't lose you'll actually get pretty close to the ball. It has to be yes, but the blaster takes too long. So the blaster is literally a 5-second cooldown. Oh, not counting the time it takes for it to. It's actually good though. You have a difficulty with so what you could do is like another banana gun. You could do 50% of banana gun, then it's switch to 50 There we go. Also, if you're also lucky, Crash can do 3% at once. Is it solvable with blue screen? Yeah. And that's how you beat Fatal Error solo. I'm gonna also show you how to beat True's solo. So you obviously unlocked a new weapon, kind of ish. How? If you go over to accessories, click an upgrade scarf, then you have access to better bosses, which you could rather use this or banana gun to fight True's. Now what you will do, I'm just running him in now. Tried the second he spawns cast blue screen drop to do some damage. For loadout I recommend this one. Honestly, it's having maybe off the start because it'll help with damage. Decide to riding a mallet, just spam crash the other. He spawns in. When he does that move, more of the general fire or something, that's the best opportunity to like actually damage. Also, you won't be able to dodge the passive as much, so yeah. We kind of want to say that he goes like one of his big attacks, kind of is. I have a good tip on how to avoid the monsters. Just jump around and hope they don't hit you. Going back in, then with the blaster, then the crash. Walk away so you don't get hit. You can use that to hit a blaster. Jump around, do a dodge. Obviously it's really hard because you don't have a lot of speed with the song, so you will die easily. Also another armor recommendation. Could also how to dodge that zone attack, what you want to do is you want to basically up and down and then like on the fifth one back away. Boston, basically like this. Basically just move forward and then most of these blasters do this. But don't try to go backwards like I do, because that's just stupid. recommendation code for approach. Spam jump. Also, one thing about Pearson is during it, you get like you can see him pop it. You're gonna get into it. Okay, well, I counted 5, 4. So, you want something like that where he uses a special attack and he can't use it for 10 seconds. He's got like a cooldown on his special attack, which is, you don't know his special attack is Freddy Normalis and Pearson. Go in like a circle and you don't want to see that type. He probably will die. He's crash. He's not somehow invisible during go in circles, shape. Can be made if you want it to. Also, you can also just save jump for the passive like that. If you actually know, you can actually survive it and do some really good damage. So let's go with the blaster. Like that. The only one actually way I found to dodge this attack is how the notice especially is pretty simple actually. It's not actually hard. Just go in like a circle rotation. If nothing's stopping you, then you should really not be. Sorry guys, my friend just joined. Yeah. Yeah, nice. I might use them, but no, I won't. Remember the circle. Remember the circle technique. If you do the circle then you'll feature. Because Maul the Dragon, which is attack like this damage. Just basically go in circles near him. And then when you see him pop that, jump, wave it, and then jump again, or you can just spam jump and scale. Also, you might go to one of the corners. Try going to like one of the corners and you can pop it after. Like that. Then after that, Roku does kind of fun. 100% that's certain that if I didn't die here today. Not really. I think Freddy Normalis wanted to Freddy Normalis healed him, and I think Freddy Normalis healed him while Pearson tried in difficult. Yeah, isn't it crazy that he has an attack that gives him HP and an attack that also heals him? But they're both special. And if you're lucky, he won't use them in So, same strat, nearly dead. And there we go. Unfortunately, because I have been 6 feet under, he immediately just dies. So unfortunately I can't show you his desperation, but I'll describe it for you. Shredding Malice, 2 piercings, another Shredding Malice, then another piercing, 2 trident spams, or trident moves. Yeah, I can't remember, but it is pretty easy. Just also his the other bones that turn into blasters, they're disabled, so it's a lot easier. And then after that, you only have 3 feet under, and then unless you die, then yeah, it's GG. And I'm gonna do one more Sans in this video actually. I'm gonna do Hyperdust Stealth because he's technically the next. Okay, so you will have Hellbreaker, so you will also have the thingy here, and I expect to be doing you'll have to go back to. By then, I would say you'd be in. By then, you should have beaten thingy, but because you might have not, you'll go with Banana Gun or Back Burn. Back Burn's also a good option since it just got burned. But let's say you've beaten this bed. If you haven't, then you can lose Banana Gun. Time to spawn in Hyperdisco. One of the newest use counter when you can. Do that in its face and then just stop spamming. This fight's one of those fights where you have to use the item and get off point. Also, I can't give you an exact number on how much he has. The game doesn't actually tell you how much he has. So, basically, same equipment, basically, but you'll have the concept. You'll be able to do more damage and with the shotgun video. Also, you can actually get up close to it, not dying. It's a bit difficult to do. Well, let's see how chase him down and stuff. You don't forget, you can play before the new update or something, or the newer update. Worlds have been given a KO counter, where you can parry, and if you counter an attack, you will teleport to the sands at distance and do 110 damage, which is pretty good actually. Also, when the game got cancelled, the gloves did used to do a lot of damage, but because of how fast the gloves punched, I mean, that's how you can probably use counter in a way. Use it on his little bone wall things, and you'll counter it and damage. Only bad thing is it depends on RNG of it where he runs, because he could run into it, but then at the same time he could run away and he won't get very any damage. So you could do start and start, you would barely not be able to. So you kind of just gotta play and predict what direction you're going in. Or basically. So you want him to run towards you. And then do the damage. You can use counter you die with the wall. I don't think I'll be able to do this. So that's like 100 damage plus. Still alive for us to get shot, but that actually will do damage. 37% right now. I don't recommend you play someone anymore. Okay. Cannot use counters to the house, or just to teleport to the sands faster. You can still take damage during the counter, but you'll just teleport. So if the sands is on the other side of the map and the counter one attacks and chucks at you, then you'll teleport. That's what you want to do. And now he's in rage. Which means we got half of HP. Yeah, the fight isn't halfway done. And now this is where he actually starts to get dangerous. I would actually recommend Freddy before trying to tackle HDF. Though Freddy being easy harder to get, Freddy gives you a better weapon because you can beat him with the gloves. And also solid, even though he has a silly amount of it. Hey boy. What do you want, boy? If you want to solve him, you'll need microphone throw. Yeah, I know I'm not winning that. Okay, so that's it. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll upload the video. So yeah.